Some people were unhappy about my coming here. They believe I'm a terrorist. They believe I'm a communist. They believe I'm a murderer.
Are you a terrorist? Are you?
What do you think?
Nelson Mandela said, his first speech that he made after he was released from Pollsmoor, if it had not been for Comrade Oliver Tambo, I would not be here and the ANC would not exist.
This is a brief story of African National Congress leader Oliver Tambo, covering Oliver Reginald Tambo's leadership role within the South African liberation struggle. Comprises of two videos. Video 1, Oliver Tambo, the warrior in exile, diplomatically empowered. Video 2, the warrior who won the hearts and minds of a reluctant international community. If or when you want to build an international presence for your company or organization, then the former leader of the African National Congress has something priceless to teach you. You may rightfully ask what a leader of a political organization can teach us about marketing and products. But just imagine how hard a sell it must have been to market the ANC's vision and plans to liberate South Africa to a reluctant and at times hostile international target market. But Oliver Tambo never gave up diplomatically to market the ANC's vision internationally and sell its proposition to an internationally unwilling market to buy into its human rights culture and liberation struggle vision. He was persistent, never giving up on his target market. He relentlessly reached out to the international market until he and his team made gradual breakthroughs. His strategies to thrive on chaos in turbulent times stand out as one of his key strengths to leverage and grow the African National Congress in exile. Oliver Tambo was the ANC's leader in exile during the imprisonment of Nelson Mandela and other freedom fighters on Essex-Baytini, Robben Island. Oliver Tambo's international stature added immense value to the ANC. He lived up to a high standard of selflessness. If diplomacy is war by other means, then Oliver Tambo's heroic diplomatic initiatives, together with his team, successfully built the organizational capacity of the ANC in exile. Under Oliver Tambo's leadership, he turned the international community's attention to the plight of the oppressed African people and the need for a reluctant international community to take a stand against apartheid and colonialism as part of a globalized human rights culture. His leadership mobilized the international community to eventually adopt strong anti-apartheid measures, amongst others, to boycott and isolate South Africa economically, diplomatically, socially, culturally, and at the level of sport. These international measures, together with daily local resistance in South Africa, eventually brought the apartheid government to its knees. Oliver Tambo, the diplomatic warrior, courageously used international diplomacy to exert meaningful pressure as a strategy. and as a weapon of engagement to liberate South Africa. Even countries with a history of colonialism, subjugating the natives to rule over them, eventually reluctantly cooperated to apply pressure on apartheid South Africa. Oliver Tambo and his team's success to mobilize the international community's support to apply pressure on apartheid South Africa was years in the making. Oliver Tambo's relentless and persevering leadership was liberation activism at its heightened best. He was a disciplined member and leader of the ANC. He understood very well the wiseness of the saying, "He who does not learn to obey cannot command." Oliver Tambo was a devout Christian. His Christian faith strengthened and sustained him throughout the liberation struggle years and the difficult times in exile. Oliver Tambo was also very principled. He identified very strongly with the Palestinian struggle. His recognition for a liberated, independent Palestinian state as decreed by the United Nations. He explicitly supported the Palestinian liberation struggle. He was a close confidant of Yasser Arafat. They were brothers in their respective struggles to liberate South Africa as well as Palestine. He visited Yasser Arafat in Lebanon when the Palestinian Liberation Organization was building its resistance base there. Yasser Arafat told Comrade Oliver Tambo in one of the bunkers in Lebanon that the Palestinians believe South Africa's liberation from apartheid will pave the way for a liberated Palestine. Yasser Arafat, as well as the Palestinians, held Oliver Tambo in high esteem and honor. They admired his leadership qualities of organizational strategy, his finesse, perseverance, consistent resistance, collective discipline, and giving his utmost for the collective good of the oppressed people. Oliver Tambo was a unifying leader. He firmly obeyed the ANC's chain of command. Oliver Tambo built the organizational and leadership capacity and capabilities of the ANC in exile. The current leaders of political formations stand to immensely benefit by building on his enduring leadership and organizational legacy. You can watch video 2, The Warrior Who Won the Hearts and Minds of the International Community.
Thank you.